Hello students, let's continue with the fourth chapter, that is angles and pairs of angles. Now the next topic what we are going to learn today is vertically opposite angles. Okay, now let us see the definition I have written. The angle formed by the opposite rays of the arms of an angle is said to be its opposite angle. Okay, so what is meant by this definition? See children, I have drawn one figure. Let us understand the definition with the help of a figure. Now, I have drawn a figure. You can see two intersecting lines. Two lines are intersecting and we are getting four angles are formed by these two intersecting lines. Now here see children, the angle formed by the opposite rays. Okay, so this is one ray, the other ray is this. Okay, now here the angle formed by the opposite rays of the arms of an angle is said to be, now see children, this is the arm. Okay, these are the two rays and its opposite ray will be downwards. Okay, so this, for this ray, this rays are going to be opposite rays. For this both rays, this ray will be the opposite ray. Okay, so here you can see children, four angles are formed. Angle APD. Okay, angle APD, this angle. Okay, its vertically opposite angle will be angle APD and angle BPC. So its vertically opposite angle will be BPC. Okay, so this both angles are said to be vertically opposite to each other. That means vertically opposite angle. Angle APD, this angle, and its vertically opposite angle will be BPC. That means this angle. You can even name this angle as CPB also. Okay, anyways you can start from this side or this side. Same way you can say DPA. DPA, that means this angle. Okay, its vertically opposite angle will be CPB. Okay, these are vertically opposite angles. Okay, again see children very carefully, this angle and this angle and this angle, both are vertically opposite angle. Same way we will get one more pair of vertically opposite angle, that is APC. Okay, angle APC and now APC. So this angle, we are speaking about this angle. Okay, this angle and its vertically opposite angle will be this angle, that is DPB, and angle, or you can write BPD also. Okay, so BPD, or you can write DP are vertically opposite angles. Are vertically opposite angles. Okay children, so now let us see the definition. The angle formed by opposite rays. So this rays and opposite ray will be the down one. Same way for this both rays, okay, this rays opposite ray will be this downwards ray. Okay, so the angle formed by the opposite rays of an arms of an angle is said to be its opposite angle. So this way we are getting the opposite angles. Here you can see this opposite. So this angle and this angle are vertically opposite angle. This angle and this angle are vertically opposite angle to each other. Okay, they are vertically opposite angle to each other. Now let us see the property of vertically opposite angle. So children, now you are writing the heading property of vertically opposite angle. Now see children, let us see the property of vertically opposite angle. So the vertically opposite angles form when two lines intersect. We have already drawn two lines intersecting and we are getting two pairs of vertically opposite angles. We are getting two pairs of vertically opposite angles. Now here they are saying when two lines intersect are of equal measure. That means vertically opposite angles are congruent to each other. Congruent means equal. So here see children, angle APD. So I am writing over here, that is angle APD will be congruent to angle CPB or BPC. That means measure angle APD will be equal to measure angle BPC. Okay, see APD is congruent to BPC. Congruent means they are equal. Therefore, measure angle APB is equal to measure angle APD APD is equal to measure angle BPC. Here again I am writing this has become little dark. So measure angle APD is equal to measure angle BPC. That means children, with example I will explain. Suppose this angle is 50 degree, okay, then this your angle will be also 50 degree, because vertically opposite angles are equal, or you can say congruent. This you are going to learn. Keep in mind this property of vertically opposite angles, that the vertically opposite angles are of equal measures. Okay, this definition is also there in the textbook, page number, your textbook page number 30. Okay, open your maths textbook, page number 30. Above practice set 20, this definition, that is property of vertically opposite angle, is given. That is, vertically opposite angles form when two lines intersect are of equal measure. So vertically opposite angles are congruent. So this angle is 50, this angle also will be 50. Same way this angle, okay, suppose this angle is say for example 130, so this also will be 130. Now I will, okay, so you can copy down this much. Same way your second angle, that is angle APC. Angle APC is equal to angle, which APC will be equal to angle BPD, that is angle BPD. Now one more figure will take, so that this concept becomes more clear to you. Let me take one more example. You can copy down this. Now see children, I have drawn one more figure to understand vertically opposite angle. So here see children, angle PQR, okay, this angle, and its vertically opposite angle will be SQT. Okay, so we can write here angle PQR and angle SQT are vertically opposite angles. Same way the second pair we can get angle PQS. This is the first pair. Now second one, first pair. Now second one, angle PQS and angle, okay, PQS, then it will be RQT or TQR, anything you can write. So RQT are vertically opposite angles. Clear? So we can show it with different color. This is angle, these both are congruent, vertically opposite angle. This we can show by any other symbol, that is we can show by cross or anything. Now as per the property of vertically opposite angle children, vertically opposite angles are congruent, that means equal. Now suppose this angle, say for example this angle is say for example 60 degree, then children this angle also will be 60 degree, because vertically opposite angles are congruent. You will write this property in the bracket. So I will write that measure angle PQR is equal to measure angle SQT, okay, and that is equal to 60 degree. Why? Because you have to write vertically opposite angles are congruent. Okay, vertically opposite angles are congruent. You have to write this reason in the bracket. So I hope you have understood one pair of vertically opposite, second pair of vertically opposite angles, and vertically opposite angles are congruent. Now see children, if you are given one pair of measure of one pair of vertically opposite angle, and now in exam you will be asked to find the other pair. Now we don't know the value of this particular angle, right? Because if we know this angle, then we can know this angle will be vertically opposite, that is congruent. Now in order to find this particular angle children, this angle, you can see this is nothing but it is forming a linear pair, right? How one common arm and the other arm is forming a straight line. So you can see very carefully that this is angles in a linear pair, it is forming a linear pair, and some of the measures of the angles in a linear pair is supplementary, that is 180. So if this angle is 60 degree children, then this particular angle will be 180 minus 60, that is 120. This will be 120, and if this is 120, then this angle also will be 120 degree. This angle will be 120 degree. Clear? So this both angle in here we are using the other formula, that is angles in a linear pair, and by using that angles in a linear pair formula you can find the other pair of measure of the other pair of the vertically opposite angle. Clear? Now orally it is very easy, but then when you have to solve you have to write the steps. Okay, so this angle is how much? 120. This also we can write, therefore measure angle PQS is equal to measure angle RQT, and that is equal to 120 degree. Again we are writing vertically opposite angles are congruent. Clear? Vertically opposite angles are congruent. Now students, let's start with practice set 20. First question, I have drawn the figure. You can see children, two lines intersect at one common point, that is P. Line AC and line BD both intersect at common point P, and we are getting here vertically opposite angles and other linear pair angles. Now let us, what is the question? They have said that lines AC and BD intersect at point P. Measure angle APD is 47 degree. Then find the measures of angle APB, angle BPC and angle CPD. Three angles we have to find out. Now here first thing, so let us start with the solution. Okay, what is given? Measure angle APD. APD is equal to 47 degree. That is already they have given us. Okay, APD is equal to 47 degree, that is given. Now see children, APD is 47 degree, so its vertically opposite angle will be BPC. Okay, this angle, so that also is going to be 47 degree. So we can write here, therefore, okay, measure angle BPC is equal to 47 degree bracket vertically opposite angles, vertically opposite angles are congruent. Okay, now we need to APD is equal to now here, so this one angle is over. Now coming to which angle? APB, and the other angle is your CPD. Both the angles we need to find, and if we know that APB, its vertically opposite angle will be your CPD. So if we know one angle, if we can calculate one angle, the other angle will also will be the same. Now here you can see children, this angle, okay, and this is forming a linear pair, okay, with this angle APB. So your angle APD and angle APB are forming the linear pair. Okay, so let us use that formula. Therefore we know that measure angle APD plus measure angle APD plus measure angle APB is equal to 180 degree. Angles in linear pair, angles in a linear pair, angles in a linear pair. Now this is, therefore APD is 47 plus measure angle APB is equal to 180. So measure angle APB will be 180 minus 47, and that is equal to measure angle APB will be equal to 133 degree. Okay, so if this angle is 133 degree, then its vertically opposite angle, that means this angle also will be 133 degree, right? So therefore we can write, therefore measure angle CPD is equal to measure angle APB, and that is equal to 133 degree bracket, you have to write vertically opposite angles are congruent. Okay children, you have to find out. Now suppose sometimes you can take this angle also, APD plus DPC, because this both also is forming a linear pair. These both angles are also forming linear pair. Okay, these both angles are also forming linear pair, this both angles are also forming linear pair. So any one pair you can take and solve the sum. Now I know little this sum you will feel little hard, but then with practice you will able to solve the sums. I'll be giving some extra question based on this concept, so that you become perfect in solving this type of sums. Now let's start with the second question, children. Now what is given? Two lines, line PQ and line RS intersect at point M. Okay, measure angle PMR is equal to x degree. Here value is not given, they have given x degree. Find the measures of angle PMS, angle SMQ and angle QMR. PMS, that means this angle, okay, this angle, SMQ, this angle, and QMR. Now see children, first thing, PMR, its vertically opposite angle will be SMQ. So this angle also will be x degree. So we will write here given measure angle PMS is equal to x degree, that is already given. Therefore measure angle SMQ, okay, measure angle SMQ will be equal to x degree. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. Okay, angle will be also x degree. Why? Because it is vertically opposite angles. Now see children, PMS, we need to find this angle. If we are able to find this angle, then automatically this angle RMQ or QMR will be the measure, its measure will be same, because now here see children, now let us find out. We can see that angle, okay, your PMR, okay, what is angle? Angle PMR is already given, that is x degree. So PMR and angle PMS, they are forming what? Linear pair. They are forming linear pair. Which two angles? These both angles. What is the name of this angle? PMR. And what is the name of this angle? PMS. They are forming linear pair. So we'll write, therefore angle PMR plus angle PMS is equal to 180 bracket angles in linear pair, angles in a linear pair. Now therefore PMR is x degree plus angle PMS is equal to 180 degree. Therefore you can write here measure also you can write. Therefore measure angle PMS is equal to 180. Now this x will go that side, will become x. Okay, so measure angle PMS is equal to 180 minus x degree. Now here this angle, what we have got children? We have got this angle is 180 minus x degree. So this angle also will be 180 minus x degree. Why? Because therefore measure angle QMR will be equal to how much? Measure angle PMS, or direct also way, that is equal to 180 minus x degree. Why? Because vertically opposite angles are congruent. Okay, so these are the sums based on this exercise. Now I hope children you have understood. If you have any doubt, go through the videos 2 times so that your doubts gets clear. Still if you have any doubt, you can send me a message and I'll be sending some extra sum based on this practice set, so that this concept becomes very clear. And this is very important concept children, vertically opposite angles and angles in a linear pair. Okay, very important, because it will be used everywhere in the higher classes. So you need to be thorough with this, both the concept. So if you have doubt, you can send the message and I'll be sending the sums. Surely you will be solving the sums in the homework book, and same sums, these both sum children, again you practice in the rough book. First you copy in the classwork book everything, again you do it in the rough book, so that you can also draw own figure this type. You can give own names, you can take own values and solve and see the same okay, so that your concept becomes very clear. So okay, so have a nice day. Thank you for watching.
एक मिनट